Welcome to the finale of the Fallout New Vegas all toilets drinking. The total count has dropped from 359 to 358 because I one last time erroneously counted a cut room in the total tally. It is a room that had to do with Cottonwood Cove, but it no longer exists in the game, only in the files, but it's inaccessible. So I removed it from the count. So a final tally is 358. My original route for this entire playthrough, this entire challenge run, I did plan on using fast travel, but as I went and as I played, I was able to remove all but one of those fast travels from the route. The last one is now. I am in the far northwest. I need to go to the far southeast, which is all the way across the map. And I don't like fast traveling, so I'm not gonna do it. I'm cutting this one too for no reason other than why not. So I'll be backtracking a little bit, unfortunately. Along the way though, I'll buy some ammo. If you don't want to watch the walking bit across the map, I'll be going through Red Rock Canyon and then along the southern end of the big city, and then south to Novac. If you don't want to watch that, skip ahead to when I'm in Novac. That's where I would have fast traveled to. Our first destination is Camp Searchlight. Let's go.
Dr. Henry's pretty smart.
What a shame.
A level up, we'll be doing this a couple more times. There's not really anything about it. I'm just gonna pump it into explosives. Red Rock Canyon. There is an arms merchant here, but because I kinda was very aggressive back in Boulder City, he doesn't want to sell to me. It's not like we're hostile, but he just doesn't, we're just not friends. So he won't sell to me. Had I planned for this, then I probably would have taken more care in Boulder City. But there's a different merchant on the way, so whatever. Yeah, pumping into explosives. I'll see you at the next point.
Maybe I should write something about how much the great crowd
Since you haven't pissed yourself, I'll assume that you don't know who we are. Next time I'll bring my sickle and wear my black cloak. See, the NCR sends us when they want terrible things done to terrible people. You've got 3 days to improve your reputation with the NCR or we come for you. Without all this pleasant conversation. Have a nice day now. You hear? 3 days.
Looks like break time's over. Looks like break time's over.
I've still got guns and ammo if you need them. Sure, no problem.
Is there some reason I should be talking to you? Bye. Still making a nuisance of yourself? Am I selling? Yeah. Am I selling to you? No. Sorry to hurt your feelings, but you're small time. Move along. You might be onto something. I'd like to hang on to any weapons mods I run across. Take a look. Pleasure doing business with you. Bye.
Okie dokie, welcome to Novac. We got no business here, but this is where we'll continue on to Camp Searchlight. In Camp Searchlight, we're gonna need to grab the key to the police station and the fire department because we cannot lockpick those. I know where the keys are. There'll be a few toilets. I'll be looting a little bit. And I will also need my spacesuits that I got back in episode 3 or something. Not too far from here at the spaceship launch site. So I'll go talk to Edie in a little bit. They are carrying my stuff. But for now we're just continuing on. There should be a water tower in the distance. That is kind of my reference point.
Looks like break time's over. Sure, just don't treat me like a pack prom. Looks like break time. Over. Here we go. What a shame. What a shame.
Halt! What business have you in Cottonwood Cove, outsider? You wear the mark of Caesar. You must be who Cursor Lucullus is waiting for. You may continue, but be warned. Mark or no, we will not tolerate aggressive action by visitors in the camp.
Awe, are you ready to head upriver? The trip will take a few hours. Take your place on the boat.
Wait a second. What's going on? Am I playing Virgil to your Dante? I'd like to assume that we're tiptoeing into the mouth of hell out of academic curiosity. but I'm not so open-minded that I've lost my brains. Very optimistic of you. You'll make a good follower someday, assuming Caesar doesn't have us both crucified.
By order of Caesar, all visitors must disarm and relinquish all banned items. This order also extends to the platinum chip you carry. For now.
Alright, we have drank from all the toilets in the main world. We have arrived at Kaiser's camp. The final toilets are at the endgame area, so we need to finish the main quest, and we're doing Caesar's quest. Caesar wants us to deal with the Boomers, with the White Glove Society, and with the Brotherhood of Steel. We have eliminated the leadership of all three, so this is just going to be a matter of talking to Caesar and then immediately completing the mission. 3 other missions exist. The first is to destroy whatever is in the bunker underneath this base. We'll go do that, it's in and out. Second is to cure Kaiser's tumor. Haven't done that yet, but I have everything I need to do that. Third is to eliminate the NCR president as he's giving a speech at the dam. But we have killed Cassandra Moore when we visited the dam earlier. What this does is that it will instantly fail the mission to kill the president for some reason. So we won't need to do that, and we can just leave Caesar's tent and then come back, and it will reset his sleeping and his everything, and we can just continue on quest after quest, and basically we'll go from here straight to the final mission at the other side of the dam in like 5 to 10 minutes. So let's go do that.
Your belongings will be returned to you when you leave. Slaves aren't much of a challenge in here.
You must enter Caesar's tent alone. Anyone else must remain outside.
Okay.
The camps are getting crowded.
You're the courier who caused so much trouble for my legion, and yet you dare come before me. Is it any wonder my legion has so little love for you? So tell me this, because I really want to know. I am feared, with good reason. But you, of all people, dare to come here and stand before me, the mighty Caesar. What were you thinking? And you fell for that? Really? Because I'm going to have you killed now. Relax. I'm fucking with you. You do know why I wanted to meet you, right? A man nearly kills you, so you track him across the breadth of the Mojave. You arrive on the strip and waltz into the Lucky 38 like someone left you a key under the doormat. You assassinate the head of the chairman in his own casino and get away with it. But the topper, the coup de grace, Mr. House dies while you're visiting him at the Lucky 38. When you set your mind to something, you get results. I like that. The question is, Are you ready to get started? You should be listening. That's what you should be doing. The time is fast approaching when my Legion will assault the Great Dam and invade the West. Before that happens, I want Mr. House erased from the picture. Not just the man you killed, but what he left behind. His legacy. That's right, you should be going, because you have work to do. Down the hill, at the west edge of camp, is an old building. It was here when the fort was taken in 2277. Inside the building is a hatch. And inside that hatch are 2 steel doors that bear the sigil of the Lucky 38 Casino. Now that same sigil is on the platinum chip you were carrying. Isn't that interesting? Even more interesting, there's a slot about the same size as the chip on the console that opens the hatch. So you know what I think? I think the platinum chip opens those doors. Doors that can't be pried open, or drilled open, or blasted open. Because all that, I tried. I'm not asking you to do this, I'm telling you. Now take the platinum chip, go down to that bunker or whatever it is, and destroy whatever gizmo-happy Brahmin shit you find. Now get to it. Wale.
What a load of Brahmin shit! Can you believe that guy? Well, yeah. Right. What did I expect? The man's a megalomaniac. He acts like this is some preordained cycle we're returning to. Of all the people who could learn from our past mistakes, he goes and throws all of our knowledge off a cliff. Instead of trying to learn from the past, he recreates it, runs back over the same old barren ground.
I'm looking forward to getting sent across the river.
Caesar has permitted your weapons to be returned to you while you serve him. Caesar has put a lot of trust in you. Be worth it.
Hostile target detected. Your cooperation is requested.
You've carried out Caesar's will, but I must confiscate your equipment again. Wale. You've carried out Caesar's will. You are free to leave. The camps are getting crowded.
I felt the ground shake a while ago. I'll take that as a sign you've got the job done. I've read Mr. House's obituary. Had a high opinion of himself, didn't he? With Mr. House out of the way, I can focus on smoothing out a few lingering complications elsewhere in the Mojave. First up are the boomers of Nellis Air Force Base. A tribe so reclusive, it lobs artillery shells at anyone who comes near their settlement. I want you to offer them an alliance with my Legion. My terms are simple. Target their guns against the NCR side of the dam when I assault it, and they can keep their freedom. If you find they aren't amenable to this offer, destroy them. Is that right? You are good, aren't you? If the boomers are out of the picture, I can focus on other preparations. But not without first rewarding your initiative. Now, moving on. I would have asked you to forge an alliance with the White Glove Society, but you've already killed its leader. So instead... God damn it! Fuck this! I'm going to lie down. Come back later. Tomorrow!
Don't really need any perks. I'm gonna get a quick draw just because speed stuff up. I do enough damage output, I have enough health. So this just speeds things up. It's kinda useless, but I'm impatient. As for Caesar, he's going to bed, he says, but I can still get one normal breathing in as he's getting up from his chair. Then, in order to wake him up again, I just leave his tent and come back.
It's reached me that you killed Silas before he could talk. I approve. The last time we met, I believe we were talking about the White Glove Society. I get headaches every once in a while, so what? Anyway, we have other matters to discuss. I was saying that I planned to ask you to forge an alliance with them, but you killed their leaders. By the time the White Gloves sort themselves out, the battle for Hoover Dam will have come and gone. So on to the next matter at hand. I want you to destroy the Mojave chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel. It's not a full-strength chapter, mind you. The profligates... Huh? Yeah. 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 The Brotherhood. Them. I don't know. There have been a couple. Don't. But just leave it alone. I'm fine. Now, what was I saying? Right. Look for the Brotherhood's bunker around, Hidden Valley. My scouts saw some things. I'm going to bed. We'll talk later. Has the Brotherhood been destroyed? Very well. This latest victory brings to a close my efforts to reshape the power balance of the Mojave. And not a minute too soon. I want you to join me in my tent. you and I are going to have a private conversation. All right, let's state the obvious. There's something wrong with me. The headaches started a couple of months ago. They weren't too bad at first, but now they come frequently and they're debilitating. For the past 2 weeks, my left leg has been dragging. It's stiffer, hard to move. And you've seen me blank out. Lucia says I stare into space, blink a few times, then keep talking like nothing happened. So what's the diagnosis? Answer the question. There's nothing moderate about the severity of this. And if you're going to make up names for diseases, come up with good ones. If you can't help me, who can? And where is this arcade? I'll have my guards take him captive. If he cures my condition, I'll see to it that your reward is several times his value. I thank you for saving my life. Arcade will be a fine addition to my retinue. I trust this payment is adequate compensation for your troubles. Now, lest we grow sentimental here, the time for battle will soon be upon us. Legate draws nigh. When he arrives, my legion will assault Hoover Dam. In the meantime, the profligates have prepared a welcome gift for us. The president of the NCR intends to visit Hoover Dam. That's what I like to hear. One of my Frumentari has set up camp near Hoover Dam. His name is Cato Hostilius. Go to him. He'll have further instructions. Why did you not attack President Kimball? Mark my words, you piece of shit. This is the last time you will ever refuse to perform an order I've given you. If you meant what you said, you best be on your way, and at good speed. And forget all that I could have given you. If you ever disobey me again, I will order my Praetorians to hack you to death with their machetes for my entertainment.
Hey there! Was it always your plan to sell me into slavery to Caesar, or was that a spur-of-the-moment thing? Vitrix causa Deis placuit sed victa Catoni. Goodbye, courier.
The new slave
Why don't you make like Odysseus and get lost?
My forces are in a position to assault the dam. Legatus Linnaeus has assumed command. Are you ready to go to him? To tell him to begin the assault? Good. In hoc signo torus vinces. Report to Legatus Linnaeus immediately. He'll brief you on the plan of battle. Come back victorious. Or don't come back.
True to Caesar. Legatus, a stranger arrives. One who bears the mark.
Finally, Mars has accepted my sacrifices and unleashes me. You are the courier Lord Caesar has spoken of. The slaughter begins then. As was I. Yet I was ordered to await you. Now that you are here, we may act. In the past, the NCR has relied upon attrition, withering our numbers with ranged fire and falling back as necessary. Not this time. The dam contains tunnels to its heart, overlooked by the NCR, now occupied by the Legion. When the battle begins, the NCR will find our teeth at their throats in a dozen places. There will be no attrition, no falling back, only carnage. Our forces are better equipped to take objectives than hold them. I do not wish to defend this place if another option exists. Our opponents follow a strict chain of command, which is both a strength and weakness. I intend to use you to strike at that weakness. Find the enemy commander, this General Oliver. Kill him or his resolve. Do this and his cowards will retreat, leaving the dam to us. Mars's eyes are upon you. Do not fail him, or us.
Alright, so during this conversation I could not move around. And that is why I chose the Kaiser's Legion ending. And because if you choose the other three endings, you have a conversation just like this, but it's in an area with toilets in it. And because you can't move around freely, you can't drink from the toilets. But in this ending, you go to that very area to fight. And fighting means free roam, free reign to move around. So I can actually drink from the toilets. So the Kaiser's Legion ending is the only ending that lets you drink from those toilets. That ending begins now. On the way to that final area in the dam with General Oliver, there is one more dam tower that will drink from the urinals from. And then that will be that. We're going to blow some stuff up on the way there. Let's get going.
face off!
It's the end game, like whatever perk I pick here doesn't matter, but toughness might come in useful. The enemies here do have a fairly large damage output, so yeah.
So you must be the courier the reports mentioned. Pass this message on to your commander. Hoover Dam will not fall while I still draw breath. Fool. We've fortified this place to hold out indefinitely against an army. What chance do you think you have?
We have arrived at our final toilet. After this, we just need to return, just leave this area, and then that will be the end of the game as well, end of the storyline. So it's a fairly mutual finish there. I actually get to finish the storyline, and it's not just okay, you drank from the toilets, but now you know you still have like 80% of the story left. It's pretty good. When I get to the final door, before the final cutscene, I will have to go through a door. Before I enter that door, I will show you some stats on my Pip-Boy. And then we'll watch the end cutscene, the end slideshow together. But first, let us drink from this toilet.
pleases me. No act is more sacred than consecrating a site in the blood of one's enemies. The rest of the dam is fully under our control. A few pitiful holdouts remain, but their time is short. The General was the last source of concern. With their commander dead, the NCR will pull out of this region, allowing our conquest to continue westward unopposed for a time. The Legion will swell with the number of slaves we will claim from this place, and the tribute we gather will fund further campaigns. Perhaps in time I will be granted the honor of conquering the land known as California. But for now we rest. Know that your efforts are appreciated and will not go unrewarded. But we can speak of that later. For now, come. We must see to the burning of the dead.
And so the courier who had cheated death in the cemetery outside Goodsprings cheated death once again, and the Mojave Wasteland was forever changed. Caesar entered the Strip as though it was his triumph. The Legion pushed the NCR out of New Vegas entirely, driving them back to the Mojave Outpost. The Legion occupied all major locations, enslaving much of the population and peacefully lording over the rest. Under the Legion's banner, civilization, unforgiving as it was, finally came to the Mojave Wasteland. Though the courier herself was just and forthright in her dealings throughout the wasteland, she helped the Legion achieve victory. Caesar honored her with a golden coin, minted in celebration of her contributions and distributed throughout the wasteland.
Without organized leadership, the remaining boomers slowly drifted away, leaving Nellis Air Force Base to be flooded by prospectors and scavengers. All of the boomers' accumulated knowledge quickly scattered, and their existence slowly faded from memory.
Buried beneath tons of rubble, the Mojave chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel was no more. Those few who were outside the Hidden Valley bunker when it was destroyed settled into new lives, or headed west to find a new chapter to join.
At odds with leadership over the Brotherhood's future, Veronica looked to the Mojave Wasteland for an answer both she and they could live with. But the answer would never come, and the dangers of the world that had left the Brotherhood of Steel behind would eventually claim her life.
The Fiends attacked Camp McCarran during the Second Battle of Hoover Dam and suffered heavy losses. Caesar, unimpressed with their performance and their dependence on chems, had them exterminated.
After the Legion's victory, Caesar, out of a strange respect for his old fellows, allowed the followers safe passage out of the wasteland. Reluctantly, the followers accepted the offer and abandoned Old Mormon Fort to the Legion.
Tricked by the courier and imprisoned by the Legion, Arcade remained Caesar's personal physician for several years. Caesar grew fond of speaking with such an educated man on philosophical matters. Arcade became his unwilling intellectual sparring partner. After years of such servitude, during an unguarded moment, Arcade used a surgical scalpel in his bare hands to disembowel himself. Lacking any other skilled medical personnel, the Legion was unable to prevent his death. Caesar mourned his loss for months.
The Legion, preoccupied with its acquisition of New Vegas, scarcely took notice of the town of Goodsprings. Many locals moved on, fearful of Caesar's long shadow. Only the old and the stubborn remained.
As reward for their loyal service, Caesar forcibly integrated the great Khans into the Legion. The sick and elderly were killed. The women sold as wives to ranking officers, and the tribe's identity was annihilated. Though many great Khans mourned the death of their tribe, many more were ultimately satisfied with their revenge against NCR.
With no cure for the Nightkin's schizophrenia in sight, the disgruntled Nightkin left Jacobstown. Without a treatment, their insanity grew. The crazed Nightkin terrorized the wasteland, and Jacobstown suffered repeated reprisals from mutant-hating humans. In the end, the surviving mutants abandoned Jacobstown entirely, its existence quickly forgotten by the rest of the wasteland.
After their victory at Hoover Dam, Legion troops rolled through Freeside. The Kings tried to fight back, but most were killed, and the rest fled into the wasteland.
During the Legion's attack on Novac, Bright followers returning from their long pilgrimage
assisted in its evacuation. Though Novac eventually fell to the Legion, many citizens of Novac were able to escape, alive and intact.
Tired of waiting for the world to be done with him, Boone ventured into the wastes to make his own way out. Unable to clear his mind of the past, he was at last granted the death he'd awaited, bringing final rest to a life that had ended long ago.
With Cook dead, the powder gangers at Vault 19 fell apart. Those who weren't destroyed by the courier fled into the hills or attempted to work their way back through the Mojave Wasteland. Few survived.
Not understanding the gravity of the Legion's imminent takeover of Prim, Sheriff Prim Slim valiantly attempts to resist Caesar's will.
And so the courier's road came to an end, for now. In the new world of the Mojave Wasteland, fighting continued, blood was spilled, and many lived and died just as they had in the old world. Because war never changes.